Action. Action. We're live. We are live. We're live. We're live. We're live. Action. 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 Cut. We're live. Action. Action. Action, David. Action. Action. Hey guys. Very warm welcome to yet another video. I hope you are doing fantastic. I am doing fantastic. I'm super happy. I'm just very good. Anyway, I hope you are doing perfecto. We are in beautiful Malmö. We're back in my studio, which I'm currently building. It's basically my apartment, and I'm creating it to become a creative space where I can produce stuff and just feel incredibly comfortable in. So yeah, that's what we're doing. So everything around and outside this frame that you're watching is totally chaos. So I'm not gonna show any of that. This plant right here, it's totally fake. That's set up. Usually it stands over there. It's just for the sake of the nicely composed frame here to fill up this empty space. That photo is from my best friend Richard's wedding. It's soon a year since that was taken, and it's soon a year since I got the honor to be, first of all, best man, second of all, the filmer, the film guy at his wedding. I got to shoot it all, which is fantastic, and that wedding led me to another job, another wedding film opportunity. So very grateful for that. Thank you, Richard. Thank you, Diana. You're wonderful. I love you both. Thank you. Shout out to you guys. Anyway, why are we here today, David? Well, we are here today to celebrate the third anniversary of Davolto Visuals. Woohoo! Happy birthday! Happy birthday! It feels good. It feels really good. And back in September 2016, September 2nd to be exact, I created the YouTube page, Davolto. We were there, the four of us, together. First trip together. We had an amazing time. We were out hiking, kayaking, and just spending some good quality time together. And I wanted to capture those moments and save them somehow. So I bought this little GoPro Hero 4, and I created some videos and I posted them. And I've always had a lot of projects. My family can probably agree on that one. And I think all those projects when I was younger, they eventually led to what is now Davolto Visuals. It's a big passion project of mine, and I'm so happy that I've made something real out of an idea and a passion, a hobby, and it's now a full-time business. And I'm gonna explain how that journey went, and also what's been going on the last couple of months, because a lot of things have happened. And we can start back in May this year. In May, my brother and I went to Stockholm to sign some papers for the visa application for China. We also left our fingerprints there, and then we headed back home. Then in June, I shot another wedding, the 29th of June. The day after, I headed back to Malmö to pack all my stuff, all my camera gear and everything I needed for a trip. Because then on July 1st, we headed to St. Petersburg, and we started an incredible journey throughout Russia, Mongolia and China. I'm currently working on that project. It's going to be a 10 episode series within a couple of months because it's a big project, and we had an incredible time. Really epic time. Really nice quality time spent with my brother. and unforgettable moments. And I'm so happy that I got all the hard drives with me back home from China. Feels really good, and I can't wait to share that series with you guys. But yeah, first wedding, then these 33 something days big trip. Then we went back from Shanghai to Moscow to Alicante. Then I spent 5 hours in my brother's apartment before I had to take the 1 a.m. night bus to Barcelona. Because in Barcelona, I was going to meet up with a coach from the U19 female side of Espanyol. And so I did, and amazing people. And by then, I hadn't been sleeping for somewhere over 48 hours because we were really early at the airport in Shanghai. Couldn't sleep at all during the flight. Couldn't sleep at all in Moscow or the flight from Moscow. Neither could I sleep during the bus ride to Barcelona because there was a woman vomiting in front of me, another woman praying really loudly for 3 hours beside me. So no sleep whatsoever. Anyway, I got to Barcelona, met up with these people, super amazing people, really happy and energetic people. So that gave me a lot of energy. We hopped on a private plane and flew to Braga in Portugal. And in Portugal, I spent 6 days, I think, filming for a organization called Länk. I worked with them earlier this spring in Sweden. That's how I got in touch with them. And they wanted me for this job as well. And luckily, it fitted right when I got back from this big trip and before I had to go back to Sweden. So that was perfect. Then I went back to Alicante via Madrid, and I spent one more day with my brother before I went back to Copenhagen. And now we're here in Sweden. So it's been hectic times, really good times, however, and growth is my favorite word this year. Growing and learning a lot of stuff, and yeah, growth, yes, growth. I can't stress that enough. Growth is the best thing life has to offer. Pretty sure. Anyway, it's been hectic times and really good times. So basically, if we go back to 2016, that started as a hobby project. Like, I wanted to upload videos to YouTube to save those moments and being able to rewatch them whenever I felt I needed to. And then that evolved. We created more and more stuff. I went back to Altea in Spain. I've now been there 10 or 12 times, I think, with my brother, and we've done so many things, and we're gonna talk about that today. We've done a lot of things. And then in the end of 2018, after having shot that wedding, I promised myself that 2019 is really gonna be the year when I step up my game and where I hustle every day to make Davolto something worth working on. I wanted to make it a full-time living, and I wanted to make it my profession. And I can happily now say that I am a filmmaker and I work for myself, but I produce things for others, which feels incredible. Amazing. It feels amazing. And how that year started was basically I went out every day. I promised myself I'm gonna go out every day and create. I'm gonna go out every day and learn. And so I did. I woke up really early in the mornings. I headed out. I shot. I composed images. I took them back home. I analyzed it, and I thought to myself, okay, how can I make this better? And while doing so, I created a portfolio for myself. I started a webpage and I posted my work there. And doing so, and having done that back then, this spring, that helped me to get my first job with a client. So I can't stress this enough, how important it is to just start. You will never feel ready, and I probably never will feel ready. But you just gotta head out into the unknown and head out into deep water, because that's how you learn. I've learned so much this last couple of months. It's been incredible, and I can't wait for what the future brings. You might think to yourself that, okay, I'm not good enough. I don't know enough. I don't have the equipment, and I don't have the skills. But I promise you do, because you always know more about something than someone, right? You can always produce something better than someone else, and you always have some skills that some people don't. And if you just work and specialize, and you just dig deep, and you learn about some specific stuff, then you can provide value to others. That's my thought of it anyway. I think it's really important to have that mindset in the beginning. Be respectful and humble, because you're not perfect. You don't know everything, but you do know a little. And if you just work on yourself, and you stay motivated, eventually you will receive clients and you will get work. And I'm so happy that I actually did go out every day and made something every day, because that brought me here. I'm only in the beginning of my business, because I started my business in April, and hard times will follow. I'm sure about that. I'm being very lucky in the beginning, but that's not a guarantee for the future. So hard times will come. That's how it is. But I'm also very motivated for the hard times, because I know if I stay motivated and if I just consistently produce stuff and learn stuff, that will help me a lot. So anyway, now we are gonna talk about what we have done last couple of years as a hobby and a business. And I want to start with the Altea trip we did, the four of us. And I want to start during the most incredible sunrise I've ever experienced. It's still one of the craziest sunrises I've ever seen. And just being there, and the calmness in the morning, just the warmth and the water, the colors, the Mediterranean colors, they are amazing. And just being there with your best pals, it's incredible time. So let's head back in time. Now, wasn't that amazing? Yes. And since that moment, I've had so many good moments back in Spain. There's been so many amazing sunrises and sunsets and days spent with my brother and other people down there. And those trips to Spain really helped me understand cameras, understand filmmaking more and more, it triggered my passion even more. And Spain and that Bay Area, I'm incredibly in love with it, and I think I'll never stop going there. It's incredible. And then we had the nice wedding, the beautiful Richard and Diana wedding, which was my first job in a way, where I got to plan and produce a film. My brother helped me with different angles, and we filmed this together, and it turned out really well. For our first wedding film, that I'm super proud. It really helped me to understand storytelling, understand angles, working in different environments with different lighting, work during stress, organize like electricity, like you gotta charge batteries, you gotta transfer footage, and so on. It taught me a lot about filmmaking. And as I said, that job led me to a different job within the same category, like wedding films. If you're into filmmaking and you know someone who's getting married, offer them. Like say, okay, I can't guarantee that I make a good wedding film, but I can try. Like if you know someone, just go there and shoot, and then offer them the film for free, because you will learn so much. And in the beginning of your career, it's vital that you work for free or close to free, because you gotta build a portfolio. As I said, with my webpage with the images from this spring, also building a portfolio if you're into videography, that's also crucial. So just post content on your webpage, like wedding films and things you've done for free. That will definitely help you. So yeah, it really helps if you just produce stuff and build a portfolio. That's basically what I'm saying. Anyway, moving on. October 20th, 2018. Richard and I headed to Spain yet again to surprise my brother for his birthday, and he did not expect a thing.
Hi man! What the fuck? Hey dude!
Har du visstämma eller?
What the fuck? Tja!
Hej!
Jaha? What's up? What's up?
Hassan.
Hassan?
I was talking to him right now.
Hi! Jaha? Vilken trevlig surprise.
Jag har inte städat här.
Marcus is here!
But I haven't cleaned though. It's
No food!
It's not visible.
It's food!
It's not visible appropriate.
Where's it right? Oh, rice!
Let's just have a group hug.
Yes.
Let's have a group hug. Yes.
Cool. Bye. So.
That was kind of an amazing trip as well. Memorable, to say the least. If we head back also to, I think it was 2017. I stepped up my game. Usually I just had a GoPro, right? Which I'm super stoked about, because with that GoPro I made this 2016 year video, and we had to be really creative with that because we only had one camera, a wide angle camera, so it was not super easy, but it definitely worked. And we constructed a stabilizer of pipes. We went down to construction shops and we bought some pipes and we built it together. And that stabilizer, actually, it really worked. Super cheap and super handy, because I couldn't afford a gimbal or a normal stabilizer, a glide cam. So we constructed one on our own, and yeah, a beautiful creation. But then in 2017 I stepped up my game and I bought my first real camera. It was a mirrorless Sony a6000. I spoke with one guy who is a photographer in Malmö and he had one, so I spoke to him and he recommended the camera, so I bought it and I'm super pleased. If you are a beginner in filmmaking or photography, it's a great entry-level camera. Definitely recommend it. Super cheap now as well. It's like $500 something. So yeah, definitely recommend it. And the kit lens that comes with it, perfect. It's really good. So that also helped me to create more stuff, and I got the opportunity to shoot different angles and different focal lengths, so I could zoom in more. And I had a telephoto lens, and yeah, it stepped up my game more and more. And since then I've been buying a lot of cameras, and on this trip that we did, I think we broke 3. Not we didn't break them, but environmental issues broke them. Rain, and one camera fell, no, 2 fell and broke, and so on. So I had to replace a few, but that happens. And I've been lucky because they could have broken down much earlier. So, and since that camera, I've been buying quite a few more, because with time and as you grow and you get clients, it's kind of crucial to have at least one backup camera. But it was also good to just show up with some more professional gear. But that comes with time. In the beginning you can start with anything really, and you can produce really epic stuff with simple cameras. I guarantee you don't have to buy the most expensive stuff. I haven't done it, and I probably won't buy the most expensive things because I don't think I need it and I can't afford it. I remember one sunrise in Spain. I headed out really early, and a banger sunrise, and it was so nice being able to shoot it properly without just having one single wide angle lens with like the GoPro, but having the opportunity to zoom in and focus on different subjects and so on. Super nice, and I still remember that sunrise really clearly. Marcus, roll the intro. Then I bought my first drone. I'm still using it, it's still the only drone I have. And I've been flying a lot since then. A drone is an amazing toy, really. It's fantastic, and you can get really cool cinematic different perspectives with a drone. However, you should not use it too much. You should have variation with your clips. But it is fantastic, and I really want to buy more drones in the future. They are amazing. Then I got my first big job, which was with Link. It was during a cup in southern Sweden, and I spent 4 days, I think, with them. I filmed their team. It consisted of young guys from Trinidad and Tobago. It was the most amazing of times. Super cool people, and I met some really cool people, and I learned so much from that experience. And that opportunity led me to this Portugal job where I learned even more. And yeah, these moments right here which I've shown you now, are just a few, only a few moments from these 3 years. There are so many more we can talk about, but instead of that, I want to show you a highlight reel from these 3 years. A lot of footage combined in a nice edit. And I want to end with saying 2 things. If you're a filmmaker, aspiring filmmaker, or a photographer, or just if you have something you want to create, like your own business, I think you should definitely go full-heartedly and try. Because if you just hustle enough, and if you just feel it every day, if you're working in another job and every day you go with a feeling that I can do something different, then you probably should. And you're probably the person who should go for the hunt of finding your own path. Really grind and really hustle every day. It will take a lot of hard work, and there will be times when you feel like, fuck it, I can't do this, and people are so much better than me. I'm not part of the competition whatsoever. You will feel that, but I guarantee that you are part of the competition. And if you even think about heading into the industry and really go your own way and do your own thing, then you're definitely ahead of some people in the competition. And you can always provide value for people. I'm sure about that. Secondly, I want to say thank you so much to the people watching me, supporting me, and you guys have been following this channel for either 3 years or you recently found it. Thank you so much. There are really good stuff coming up, and super excited to share it with you. And yeah, I don't know. Thank you so much. I appreciate it so much, and I just can't wait for what the future brings. It's super exciting. So let's get this highlight reel rolling. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see each other in the next one. Any last words, Plant? No. Thank you so much, and peace out.
There's no denying what we want. There's no denying what we want. Playing games though. There's no denying what we want. There's no denying what we want. Playing games though. There's no denying what we want. There's no denying what we want. Playing games though. There's no denying what we want. There's no denying what we want.
There's no denying what we want. There's no denying what we want. Playing games, no. There's no denying what we want. There's no denying what we want.